Welcome to your step-by-step guide on becoming a notary public in the state of Indiana. Throughout this presentation, we will walk you through the eligibility requirements, background check, bonding, education, application process, supplies, continuing education, optional remote notarization, and overall costs. By the end of this video, you will have a clear understanding of how to become commissioned and begin notarizing confidently and legally in Indiana. Here is your complete path to becoming an Indiana notary. First, you will confirm that you meet the state's eligibility requirements. Next, you will obtain a limited criminal history report. You will then purchase your required surety bond, complete the mandatory online education and exam, and submit your application through the INBiz portal. Once approved, you will receive your notary commission and purchase your required supplies. You will also maintain continuing education throughout your commission, and if you choose, you may apply to become a remote online notary. We will conclude with a breakdown of the total costs involved. To begin the process, you must ensure that you meet Indiana's basic eligibility requirements. You must be at least 18 years old, be a United States citizen or permanent legal resident, and be a legal resident of Indiana or primarily employed within the state. You must be able to read and write in English, have no disqualifying criminal convictions, and provide a sample signature that matches the one you will use when notarizing documents. You must also be capable of understanding and properly performing notarial acts in compliance with Indiana law. Next, all applicants must obtain a limited criminal history report from the Indiana State Police. This background check is required for both new and renewing notaries and must be submitted with your notary application. The report currently costs a little over $16 and confirms that you meet the state's criminal history requirements before moving forward in the application process. After completing your background check, you will purchase a $25,000 surety bond. This bond is required under Indiana law and is valid for the full 8-year term of your notary commission. The purpose of the bond is to protect the public in the event of an error, omission, or misconduct during a notarization. The bond does not protect the notary personally. Most notaries can expect to pay between $50 and $90 for this bond through a licensed bonding or insurance provider. Once bonded, you must complete Indiana's mandatory online notary education course and exam. This training is required for all applicants and ensures you understand notarial laws, procedures, and responsibilities. You must pass the exam with a score of at least 80%. After successfully completing the course and exam, you will receive proof of completion, which must be submitted with your application. The good news is that the education and exam are included as part of the application process through the Secretary of State's system. With your education complete, you are ready to submit your notary application through Indiana's INBiz portal. All applications must be filed online and include your completed application, the $75 application fee, your limited criminal history report, proof of your surety bond, your sample signature, and proof that you passed the notary exam. Once submitted, applications are typically processed within a few business days after verification and exam completion. After your application is approved, you will receive your official notary commission certificate. Your Indiana notary commission is valid for 8 years. Once commissioned, you must purchase your essential notary supplies before performing any notarizations. These include an Indiana-compliant notary seal or stamp, which typically costs between $25 and $50. While a notary journal is optional, it is strongly recommended to maintain accurate records of your notarial acts and usually costs between $15 and $40. Once you have your commission and supplies, you are authorized to perform notarizations throughout the state of Indiana. Throughout your 8-year commission, you must maintain continuing education requirements. Indiana notaries are required to complete 3 continuing education courses during their commission term, with 1 course completed every 2 years. Each course typically costs around $50, for a total estimated continuing education cost of approximately $150. Failing to complete these courses can result in commission expiration, so staying current is essential. If you wish to expand your services, you may optionally apply to become a remote online notary. To qualify, you must hold an active Indiana Notary Commission with at least 90 days remaining and be current on all continuing education requirements. The application is submitted through the INBiz portal and includes a $100 application fee, completion of RON-specific training, and passing a separate exam. Remote online notarization allows you to notarize documents electronically for clients using approved technology platforms. Finally, let's review the total investment to become a notary in Indiana. Your costs include the application fee, criminal history report, surety bond, notary seal, optional journal, required continuing education, and optional remote notarization registration. Depending on your choices, the total estimated cost typically ranges from approximately $211 to $421, with an average cost around $316. In return, you receive an 8-year commission that allows you to serve your community, support businesses, and build trust as an Indiana Notary Public. If you have any questions about the process of becoming a notary or any other notary-related questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to the Notary Public Association support staff.